Hey, I'm Amanda.
I'm also Amanda.
And welcome to Idiots Explain, the show where one Amanda talks about something that we like to the other Amanda.
Which that Amanda knows nothing about.
And today, we're going to start off this podcast with with a bang. Something
with something most people know a lot about.
Something that everybody should know about, but for some reason, Grivas.
I went my entire life with basically seeing no Star Wars movies.
Just a quick FYI, since we're both Amandas, we address each other by our last name. My last name is Picard, your last name is?
Grivas. But Picard calls me Grivas.
So basically, I'm Captain Picard, she's General Grivas. Speaking of General Grivas, excellent segue to Star Wars. Grivas, darling, has never seen Star Wars.
I've seen a lot of Star Wars memes.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get into this, Grivas, how much do you know about the Star Wars universe in general?
I have a general sense of it. I feel like I know a lot of the characters.
Have you seen any movies?
I have seen 7.
7 movies, or you've seen...
I've seen the 7th movie.
Okay.
And technically, I saw one of the prequels in theaters, but I was like 9, so I don't remember it.
So that doesn't really
That doesn't really count.
Okay, so if you could tell me what you think Star Wars is about.
I mean...
Just give me a basic general thing of what the Star Wars is about.
It's a story about this young kid named Luke.
Okay.
And he fights a war with the stars.
Okay, already you have aired. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so just the general background about Star Wars, and I think one of the things that people like about it so much is, like, the characters. So you have Luke Skywalker, who's the young hero.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, correct.
I know him.
But correct. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker, and he starts... Basically, we start out on Tatooine, which is the desert planet, and then he meets these two robots called C-3PO and R2-D2. Do you know who those guys are?
I do know who they are.
Okay, which one's which?
The tall gold one is... What were their names?
Oh my god.
No, it's C-3PO,
yes.
And then R2-D2 is the small rolly one.
Correct.
Not to be confused with the other small rolly one.
Indeed. BB-8, but
BB-8.
But that was in
That's later.
Exactly, that was later. So okay, so he finds them, and it turns out that R2-D2, the small rolly one, is containing plans to destroy the Death Star.
Right.
What's the Death Star?
That's the bad place.
Yes.
I mean, that's the bad guy's his ship.
Correct.
Or his
basically the Death Star is the no, that's no moon, that's a space station.
Right, okay.
That's the Death Star. So he finds the plans, and also, well, he doesn't find the plans, he finds a hologram of a hot chick.
Right.
That's Leia.
Our queen.
Exactly. Our queen, Carrie Fisher, God rest her soul, my god.
Rip.
Yeah, very much rip. So it's like, and then the droids have to find Obi-Wan Kenobi, who is a former general. Turns out
he is our only hope.
He is our only hope. He is our only hope, and so Luke has to go find Obi-Wan Kenobi because Leia has also been taken captive by the Empire, who are the big baddies of the entire thing.
Right.
And Leia is part of the Rebel Alliance.
Right.
Who, rebels. Currently she is the... Thank you. Thank you, Grivas. Okay.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. So currently she's being held captive on said Death Star. And Obi-Wan Kenobi is their only hope. So Luke, along with the 2 droids, have to go find Obi-Wan Kenobi. They find Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a lot of setup in this, but I promise the explanation will get more condensed and more...
Right, no, you're talking a lot of things I know of.
Yeah. Okay, so they find Obi-Wan Kenobi. However, in order to get anywhere, they need a pilot.
Right.
So they go to a cantina, and that's the place where it has that...
Right.
So that's that place.
Yes.
And then,
that's where they meet the new stud.
I feel like I'm telling a child where, like, babies come from. Because there's just, like, there's so much information that...
There's a lot.
Dude, and this isn't even about... Do you realize how big the Star Wars universe is?
I do.
I mean, there's TV shows, and there's books, and
There's gonna be a new land.
there's gonna be a new land at Disneyland. And Disney owns them, so God knows
Exactly.
how long this thing is not going to die.
No, it's never gonna die.
And then it's like, guys, let me just lay something out for you. I am not a Star Wars aficionado. I am but a simple fan.
Yes.
I am but somebody who just likes...
We're just two idiots talking about a topic that one knows a thing about.
Yeah, that's the whole premise of the show. And
We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing. I'm just talking to Grivas and hoping you guys enjoy listening to it.
Yes.
We're professionals. No.
Very.
Yeah, very. So anyway, they go to the cantina, the place with the and they find Han Solo and Chewbacca, and they pay Han Solo to take them to,
Who has money to pay him?
They get the money because, Luke Skywalker has his Land Cruiser.
Okay.
His little vehicle that he drives.
Right.
Okay, so they sell that, and then they're gonna pay him, and I'm sure Obi-Wan, being the Jedi Master that he is, you know what Jedis are, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
They control the Force.
Yes, sure.
It's not wrong?
It's not wrong.
Technically, it's not wrong.
There's a whole Jedi Order that I'm not gonna get into.
No.
Okay, and we're just talking about the, we're just talking about the original series, right? We're not gonna dive into the prequels.
No, we can ignore those.
I could, which is what mainly everybody does.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm sure Obi-Wan Kenobi has got cash stashed away, so it's like they pay,
Wait, so they already found Obi-Wan Kenobi?
yeah. They find
When did that happen?
Because R2-D2 goes into the desert to find Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
And then, Luke gets hit over the head by sand people, and oh my god.
They found him in the desert, and now they need a pilot, because they
Technically,
got their guy.
Technically, Obi-Wan Kenobi found them in the desert, because,
Okay.
But,
Yes.
and then,
Semantics.
yeah, and then it's like, Obi-Wan Kenobi was like, you need to learn how to use the Force, because I knew your father, and just, oh wow, I totally missed that part. But yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi basically told Luke, hey, you need to learn how to use the Force because you can use the Force and your father was a Jedi, and it was just...
Right.
But it's just like, even though the Jedi aren't supposed to be in love, because that's how we got into this whole predicament in the first place. And so, they pay Han Solo to take them to Alderaan.
Okay.
However, plot twist, the Death Star blows up Alderaan, which is Leia's planet,
Right.
because she won't tell the Empire where the rebel base is.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you want to play that game? Fine, we'll blow up your entire planet because that's what the Death Star can do.
Right.
So,
They hire Han.
Yeah, they hire Han to take them
And
to
they go
Alderaan.
zoom.
They go zoom. They go zoom zoom. Oh my god. No, they go to light speed, which is basically zoom zoom.
Yes.
Okay. And it's just, oh my god, this is, I feel like I'm talking to like, it's like, this is like trying to explain the Bible.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. This is like trying to explain the Bible. Like, the Bible condensed. And then...
We're only on the first movie.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so then, so they don't hit Alderaan. Instead, they hit the Death Star, and they save the princess. And then there's
Right.
Darth Vader, but Darth Vader doesn't really become incredibly
that
relevant. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. So they save the princess, and they escape the Death Star. They do all the cool things. That
I know they kiss at one point. Is that in this movie?
No, that's not in this movie.
Oh, it's not. I
That's
thought it was in the first
No,
movie.
no. That's not in this movie. Ben Kenobi dies in a battle with Darth Vader, and then
No, but he was their only hope.
they got Leia. They're
Okay,
fine.
they're done with him.
Yeah. Yeah. So they rescue Leia, and they go to the rebel base.
Okay.
The big rebel base. I'm not even going to tell you where that is because it won't.
It's fine.
It doesn't matter. Okay. So they all get Leia and R2-D2, who has the plans, to the rebel base, and then from there they establish a plan. They pay Han. Han goes on his merry way. Leia stays at the base, and then Luke, because he's a skilled pilot, he goes on.
Oh, now he's a skilled pilot?
He's always been a skilled.
tutored?
He's always been a skilled
has
pilot.
he? Wait, if he was a skilled pilot, why did they need to hire a pilot?
They didn't need to hire a pilot. He was just willing and able, and they had a spare ship.
You said they needed to go find a pilot.
Because they needed to hire a pilot because they had because a pilot who had his own ship.
Okay, so they needed a guy with a ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Continue.
Maybe we should just talk about the first Star Wars. I don't know.
Maybe.
Um,
So Luke's the skilled pilot.
yeah.
He's flying away.
Luke's a skilled pilot, and they have an extra ship. So they.
Where did they get the extra ship? Did Han Solo just leave a ship, or did they find a ship?
Okay. Do you know the name of Han's ship?
The Millennium Falcon.
Correct.
I know that.
Okay. Okay. So Han has his own ship.
Right.
So he flies away on his own ship to go back and doing his
right.
Oh my god, what the hell is Han called?
He's like a space pirate, ain't he?
He's a space pirate, smuggler.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Han is a smuggler, so he has his own agenda, so he goes off and does his own thing but not before being incredibly guilt tripped by Luke. So he leaves incredibly guilt tripped. Luke, along with the entire space navy or whatever, the only fighting squad that they have, they go and attack the Death Star, because if they don't, then the Death Star is gonna blow up the Rebel base, because they tracked Millennium Falcon to the Rebel base.
Okay.
So they know where they are. So they only have a certain amount of time before the entire place gets blown up. In that time, a lot of people die. There's a huge epic space battle, one of the best space battles ever. It pioneered everything. Space battle, and it's amazing. And however, Darth Vader joins the fray, and it's like they have to go down. This arch. What is it called? They have to go down like this canyon, basically.
Right, I've seen that.
You've seen that. Okay.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and they have about the diameter of 2 inches, of like 2 feet or something.
Right.
2 meters.
Don't they go through that also in the Disney ride?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
I've been on that.
Okay, good. There's some things that you know. Okay.
I'm not hopeless.
No, you're not hopeless. I'm your only hope.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I'm over it. Okay. And then it's like, so they blow, and then, like, Darth Vader is about to destroy Luke. However, Han, with his Yahoo! He comes down and he like, blows Darth Vader out into space. He doesn't die. Darth Vader doesn't die. He just gets thrown off his route or whatever.
I thought you were just gonna stop at blows Darth Vader.
Oh my god. There's fanfic out there, I know.
Oh, I'm sure.
I know. I don't want
someone's OTP.
I don't want to think
right
about
there.
Oh my god, I don't want to think about it. Tumblr. No, Tumblr.
Some Han Solo and Anakin action.
Oh my god. There's like a 30-year age difference in there somewhere, I'm sure.
One of them travels through time. Alternate universe.
I'm sure there's some Star Wars Doctor Who fanfiction out there, because
I'm
people
sure.
are weird.
People are weird. We're not there yet, though.
Yeah, so they blow up the Death Star, everybody goes home happy, everybody's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that was just the first movie.
Yeah.
That was A New Hope. And then it's...
I know it is, because I know a few other things.
Okay, so then in like this...
Coming.
So in like the second one, it's like there's more space battles, and then Luke goes off on his own to train in the Jedi ways with Yoda, the little green dude.
Right.
Okay.
I know Yoda.
Okay.
Everybody knows Yoda.
I don't know. I'm covering everything right now. And then it's like, Han and Leia are going off to hide from the Empire, and then they land on Bespin, which is a planet.
Yes.
Where
is this the movie where they kiss?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a movie where everybody kisses.
Oh my god. Even Yoda?
I'm sure Yoda gets something.
He gets some action.
And then, so...
Kiss me, you must.
Kiss me, you must. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So then Han and Leia, along with C-3PO, because R2-D2 is stuck with Luke.
Okay. I'm sorry, Luke.
It's okay. And then, oh my god. But they get held captive, but then they get taken prisoner, and then Han gets frozen in carbonite, and then, this is one that's much easier to explain.
Yeah, because they did all, like, the setting, they did
all
the
setup,
groundwork,
yeah.
All that's
yeah.
done.
So that,
now it's action.
Yeah, and then Han gets frozen in carbonite, because, Vader is also there on Bespin, setting up a trap, because with, Luke being a Jedi, he would be a perfect ploy for the Emperor, and Darth Vader knows, Luke's weakness, and then he knows that he'll know because of the Force.
What's Luke's weakness?
His friends.
Oh, okay.
You know, people he actually likes. Because
I don't know what that's like.
Because some people actually, value that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's news to me.
I know, for real. But, okay. So Luke leaves his training despite Yoda and Obi-Wan's, because Obi-Wan's a ghost.
Right.
Luke totally ignores their warning. He flies off to Bespin in his X-Wing, which is a kind of spaceship.
Right, I assumed.
Perfect. So he gets there, and of course, it's a trap, as Admiral Akbar says, "It's a trap!" Even though that's the next movie, but whatever. And then
It's a trap.
And then he fights Darth Vader, and he loses his hands, he loses everything. However, he gains the knowledge that Darth Vader is in fact his father. Okay, we knew that.
You are the father.
You
feel like,
are the father. Ah!
I feel like everybody knows that because it's like the biggest known spoiler.
Okay, I thought. Okay.
I didn't mention this before, but I've seen like the Family Guy parody of Star Wars at least twice.
You know how much time I could have saved?
What?
Do you know how much time I could have saved if you told me that?
But it's for the people. Now they get a crash course.
Oh my god, my brain hurt. Okay, so so going back, Luke and Leia get back together. They're joined back up.
Right.
Luke gets an extra hand, but now
where does he get an extra hand from?
Does
he just grow it?
No, it's a robotic hand.
Okay,
but it looks totally real to save on the
it's the future.
Correct.
But it's a long time ago.
Actually, it was a long
future.
time ago in the galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good lord. Okay, so their next mission is to save Han. That brings us to the next movie.
I thought he was dead.
No, he's not dead.
You told me he was dead.
No, he's not dead. He was frozen in carbonite. Because...
Okay. You said he was a ghost.
No, I said Obi-Wan was a ghost.
Oh!
Obi-Wan's dead.
I thought you said Han was a ghost.
No, Han is not dead.
Okay, never mind.
Obi-Wan is dead.
Because I was also confused at that point, because I know Han's in later
movies. No. Obi-Wan died in A New Hope.
Right.
Battle with Darth Vader. Obi-Wan is a Jedi
he's a
ghost
now.
Correct.
Sorry, I misheard.
It's okay. And, freaking, oh my god. Okay, so the next...
third movie.
Yeah,
wait.
But the funny thing is that the reason Han Solo was frozen in carbonite at the end of the movie is because they didn't know that if Harrison Ford was gonna return.
Ha! That's funny.
That's one of the reasons why he died in Return of the... That's one of the reasons why... Yeah, that's one of the reasons that he died in The Force Awakens. Because he doesn't really want to play that character anymore. Or something. That's a lot of pressure. Apparently he's a really, introverted guy.
I feel it.
Wait,
I have a question. You said they kiss in the second movie. Yes. When does that happen? Because we kind of glossed over.
You're really hung up about this kid.
Well, it's because I know they're siblings.
Oh, when they kiss.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke and Leia kiss after Luke was, lost on the ice planet after he got, hit by an abominable snowman. Not important to the plot, really.
No.
But anyway, yeah, they kiss because Leia was trying to make Han jealous because they like each other, but they're, of course, both stubborn people who just love to... Yeah. They like each other, but they don't want to admit it. They're perfect for each other, and I love them. Oh, my God. But yeah, so... Oh, my God, where the fuck was I?
Okay, now I can move on from the kiss.
So, and then, if you're interested, Han and Leia kiss right before they're about to...
I don't care.
Okay, never mind.
But they also kiss.
Yeah, they also kiss, and they do end up together, which you know.
Yeah, I've seen the shirts.
I have the shirts.
I know you do.
Okay. I know. But, okay, so...
Get it? It was a pun.
Thank you, darling. Okay, but Return of the Jedi picks up when Leia and Luke try to save Han from Jabba's palace. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the one that I have watched.
Is that the outfit?
Yes,
Jabba.
this is the one with Leia's slave outfit. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this is the Star Wars movie that I have watched the least.
Okay.
Because as a child...
Doesn't everybody hate Jabba, though?
Not everybody hates Jabba.
Oh, really?
I was scared of Jabba's palace as a young child, but mainly because there's a freaking Rancor, like a giant hell. I believe Rancor are described as hell beasts, even though they're kind of the modern day pit bull, where they're seen as these.
The singer?
No, the dog.
Okay.
Where they're described as these in the movie they're
ferocious things.
Yeah,
but they're really big sweethearts.
They're really big sweethearts. This one was starved and beaten and tortured, but he ate a screaming pig.
That's fun.
Guard guy.
Oh.
So that really scarred me as a child. So I didn't watch it, even though there were cute, sweet teddy bears.
Oh, that's the one with those
This is
kids.
the one with the Ewoks. This is the one with the teddy bears.
Ewoks.
Yes. So
I know about that.
okay. Well, long story. Well, TLDR. They save Han. They kill Jabba. That's blown up. Han and Leia and everybody goes off to do their own Rebel Alliance agenda.
Right.
Luke goes off back to Dagobah, back to where Yoda is, to complete his training because he's still a Padawan. He's still a trainee. During that time, there is the Emperor of the Galactic Empire, and he is currently heading back to the new Death Star because they're rebuilding the Death Star.
Yes.
And it's been a slow process, and Darth Vader has shown up and being like, I'm here to speed things along so we can be operational, so we can again be a deadly threat to everybody.
Yes,
and
they should be.
Exactly. Currently, it is still under construction.
Right.
And the Rebel Alliance knows that there is a new Death Star and that it is under construction. They do not know that it is operational. So currently to them, it is still under operations. However, the Empire knows that the Rebels know, but they're keeping it on the down low because, why would you tell your enemies
obviously.
that your huge super weapon is totally operational? So Luke goes to Yoda. Yoda is dying, and then dies.
Okay.
Because he's like 900 years old.
Yeah.
But in
Poor
that time, he completes his training, and he is now a Jedi Knight. He's done. So. Okay.
Oh, so Yoda conveniently dies right after training's done?
Yes.
It's like, you're done, cool, I'm out.
I'm out. You're training one way or another. This is done.
This is done.
We're done here.
You're done, I'm done.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Okay, so then Luke goes back and joins up with the Rebel Alliance, and then their plan is to go to the moon to the moon. Okay. So the plan is to go onto the forest moon of Endor.
Yes.
Where there is a base of some kind that the Empire has, to where it controls like the force field that surrounds the Death Star, and if they destroy that, then they can attack the Death Star.
Cool.
So get on the planet, blow up the thing, and then the space fleet can attack the Death Star. So they get down there, and they meet Ewoks.
Tiny teddy bears.
And this is one of the things that the fans either love or hate. Me personally, I love the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Everybody sees them as cute, cuddly teddy bears, but they almost eat Han and Leia and Luke.
Right.
Well, they almost eat Han and Luke because they love Leia. Because she's pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, we like that one.
Yeah, however,
she's got nice hair.
However, they see C-3PO as a god, so he uses his divine power to convince them that they're good and we should keep them alive, and here's the deal, because C-3PO also speaks like 3 billion languages.
Right.
And Luke...
I also, again, I've never seen these movies, but I, for some reason, have a pre-existing, like, I don't like C-3PO. And I don't know if it's just because that's what I've seen in the media.
He's a little prissy, but it's like, whatever. He's C-3PO. He's an interesting character, whatever.
So whenever you mention him, I'm like, oh, this dude.
Yeah, no, he's a total worrywart and just people. Yeah. He's not my favorite character, but, whatever. You can't have R2-D2 without C-3PO.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Because he speaks beep boops.
Exactly. Okay. He also speaks Bocce. You don't need to understand that.
I don't need to.
Perfect. Okay, wherever they're going. Okay, so they put the plan in motion to go and attack the base. And they do it. And it seems a little too conveniently easy. Which it is. And we know this. It is a trap! And we know this because Luke goes to Vader because, they want to have some one-on-one time, father and son.
Father and son, gotta get that bonding in one way or another.
Yeah, gotta get that bonding one way or another. And so Luke. What?
No, continue.
Luke kind of turns himself in.
Right.
Because he thinks that there is still some good in Vader.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is this the scene where, like, Vader's trying to, like, come to the dark side?
Yeah.
We have
cookies.
Look at all the goods we have.
Look at all the goods we have.
The finest clothing. Do you like this robe? It could be yours.
Do you like black? We have black.
With a side of black.
Black looks good on everything.
Slimming.
Trade in that old blue lightsaber for that red lightsaber.
Ooh, it's so fancy, so new.
Everybody's wearing it.
It's very fall
or something. But then there's also this thing in like the deepest of like Star Wars canon where there can only be like two Sith Lords at a time. Don't even ask. I don't know. But it's probably a good thing because when everybody like wants power, it's a good thing to like kill everybody else and just have there be two, the Master and the Apprentice. Currently, there's the Emperor. You know what? I don't want to get into this.
Too much to explain.
Okay, yeah. So Darth Vader takes Luke to the Emperor, and the Emperor is like, "Welcome, young Skywalker. And
that dude.
Join the dark side, like your father before you, and complete your training and whatever." And then he's like, "Your overconfidence is your weakness," and he's like, "Your faith in your friends is yours because I knew about everything. I set everything up. This is done. We're done, kid. You lost. Join the dark side. Defeat your father. Join my side. Be the new guy." And he's like, "No, I don't want to." And then it's so they're doing really bad on the surface. They're doing really bad in space because
so the other kids not doing too well.
Nobody's doing well in this situation. Okay. You think that the Empire has officially won. Come in, the teddy bears.
Yeah.
Because the Empire was expecting everything except to be attacked by the local natives, who are, again, little stuffed teddy bears.
Yeah.
And then there's Chewbacca, who is like one with. That's not important.
That's a big teddy bear.
He's a big fluffy teddy bear. So basically, with the help of the Ewoks, the rebels blow up the thing, and then the people up in space, they blow up the bigger thing, but not before Luke and Darth Vader have such a big sword fight in front of the Emperor, and then the Emperor is like, "Kill him now," because because Luke defeated Vader. Pretty much. Do it. That was actually in the third movie, but that's neither here.
Wait, are we not on the third movie yet?
No, we're not.
We were.
No, we're on the third movie. I'm talking like third in the storyline, not third in the. Oh my god. No, that was in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So Vader lost, and then the Emperor, and then when Luke still refuses to join the dark side, he okay. Shut up. He starts electrocuting Luke,
right.
And then Vader's like, "Bro, that's my son. Fuck you!" And then he throws him off the side, and Palpatine falls into the core of the Death Star, and he dies. And then it's like, "Oh yeah, I know about your sister. You have a sister, which is Leia." Which Obi-Wan told Luke earlier when he was still on Dagobah, so Luke and Leia are bros, sis.
Yeah, I was gonna ask when he found out that they're siblings.
Yeah, no.
So right now.
No, he didn't. No, he found that out on Dagobah because Obi-Wan came back as a ghost to tell Luke.
Oh, at that point.
Yeah, that he found out before he went to Endor, and then he told Leia that they were brother and sister on Endor.
Okay.
Because she has some kind of force in her, and it's like, the force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. That's you. And that's before he goes and turns himself into Darth Vader. Okay. So Leia was just dropped with this truth bomb.
And she was like, fuck, I kissed my brother.
Yeah. And then later when Han finds out that they were brother and sister, he has that look where it's just like, wait, oh shit, that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing everyone knows, but no one's gonna bring up.
Nobody wants to bring that up.
That's an awkward family dinner.
It's especially awkward when, your father dies. So, the Death Star blows up. Luke escapes. He brings Vader's dead body with him. And then everybody goes back and it's happy, happy joy times and yay, we won!
Yeah.
Without considering that the incredible economical downfall that's going to happen now that the Death Star is blown up and people who supplied all of the stuff to make the Death Star, they want their money back.
Oh no.
I learned that on game theory. Or on film theory. I learned that on film theory.
But that's just a film theory.
Okay, so...
Okay.
Oh my god, my brain hurts so much.
The first 3 movies, chronologically.
I'm not going into the sequel.
No, we're not going into the prequels.
Yeah, but yes, Grievous, there you go. That is in the nuttiest of nutshells that I can possibly make. That was the first 3 Star Wars movies to come out.
I feel like I know slightly more.
Oh! That was slightly more?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just...
I know now the chronological order of which everything happens. I feel like I knew that a lot of it happens, but not in which order.
Guys, you can't see it right now, but like my hand's in my head. My hand is just over my face right now. Just like my brain hurts so bad. Just trying to think of all that stuff.
Just talking for 30 minutes straight about Star Wars.
Oh my god.
With just me asking dumb questions every 5 minutes.
Well, they're perfectly good questions, because it's like, you don't know. Of course, now you're gonna have to watch it and to see exactly what I missed, but it's just...
There's like a lot of time that I don't want to spend.
Oh my god.
And why do I need to watch it? You just explained it to me.
Oh my god, my brain hurts.
So yeah, I think you did a good job.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now it's like, do you have any other questions or whatever?
No.
Okay.
Because all I can think about right now is do it memes. After I said that, for like the next 5 minutes, I just was like,
do it.
That was all I heard in my brain was, do it.
Have you seen like that you know the Shia LaBeouf do it video?
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen that like one Vine where it's like him setting up and he's about ready to say do it, but it's like he's doing the thing, he's like do it.
Yes. That's my favorite thing.
Oh my god.
So I feel like a good 5 minutes of like you explaining things I just missed because I was just thinking about doing it.
Oh my god, do it.
Do it. Yeah. How did that even end?
And it's just...
But
so
yeah.
even though so you still probably won't watch the Star Wars movies?
Probably not.
Everything I just said is in vain.
No.
Though what I really want, and somebody please make a video of this, is I need somebody who does a great Christopher Walken impression to go back to their favorite scenes.
Oh my
and
God.
what I need them to do is recite all the Star Wars lines and basically dub the entire Star Wars movie to Christopher Walken. So like, welcome, young Skywalker. You will no longer...
bad Christopher Walken.
It is not that bad. Welcome, young Skywalker. Is it really that bad? No, I always thought I did a...
It sounds vaguely like Christopher Walken. Like if someone with like a different accent was trying to do Christopher Walken.
Wow. Okay. Here I what? Well, it sounds like...
I'm sorry that you had to learn this.
It's just one
on
man's...
this our inaugural
It's just one
episode.
man's opinion. Well, here I was thinking that I did a decent Christopher... But anyway.
That was better than what you were doing before.
Okay, well, apparently I am inefficient enough, apparently I am inadequate enough to do this, so somebody else, please. I need this in my life.
I don't think your explanation was in vain, though.
Oh, thank you. It's just...
Because part of it's because I haven't and will not watch the movies that we're just gonna sit down and talk about them.
Yeah, and it's just like...
And
I just want to share like why I love Star Wars. I mean,
a lot of people love Star Wars.
A lot of people love Star Wars.
I'm just not one of them.
There's just so much adventure, and there's an entire universe out there with themes that there's just themes out there that only like the die-hard fans know. Like, just like what happens on other planets? What about like the planet, what happens on, like, planet Mon Calamari, or Naboo, or, like, how did the bounty hunter...
Or was Yoda a comedian?
Funny joke! Game Grumps, I love you.
Okay.
But just, there's just so much else I want to... And it's just, and then there's like stuff that we don't know. Like, was Jar Jar Binks actually a Sith Lord that conspired with? I'm not kidding.
Wait, was that one of film theory things? 'Cause
No.
I've seen that.
Yes,
I've seen that come up, and I know Jar Jar Binks is a very controversial character
Oh my god.
that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah, but it could have all been.
Isn't he also like 7 feet tall?
Yes. Yes.
Just imagine that dude standing over you in bed.
Why?
Like, you just wake up to that nightmare.
Why? I don't need to wake up to that nightmare. I've seen back when I did like an internship, there was the place where I did it had like a life-size
Jar Jar Binks.
No, they did. I'll show
Oh
you a
my
picture.
God.
I'll show you a picture of it later, but I'm not even kidding. It was I walked in and I practically did a double take. It was freaking terrifying. He's not gonna see you in your nightmares.
Oh my fucking.
Okay.
Okay.
So Grievous, in a nutshell, tell me what is Star Wars about? What have you
Star
learned?
Wars
What have you learned?
It's about a young twink's adventure fighting a war in space with his friends.
That's better than going at war with the stars. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think we did good.
I think we did. I think I tried my best. I tried. And then it's like and then the new Star Wars movie is coming out next month, and I'm super stoked because maybe we'll find out who Rey's parents are. Maybe we won't. Maybe. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people thought she was like Luke's daughter.
I'm honestly.
We'll find out if Reylo's real.
I kind of what I want to happen is like at the end of the movie they seem to join up, but what I really hope they do is they like say screw the dark side, screw the light side, let's go off and do our own thing. Let's go find out more about the Force on our own, because apparently Luke is very not in the mood to train her and is very afeared of what could possibly be happening. So and currently, for, like, Rey's parents, like, the biggest bet is her being, like, Han and Leia's daughter, which I can see, but at the same time, I kind of really hope she's Obi-Wan Kenobi's daughter. I know that's not gonna happen.
No.
I want it to happen.
That dude's long dead.
It's not long dead, but...
He died in, like, the second movie.
Who cares? I want it to be true. Just for, like...
See, I learned something.
Just for the pure... just for pure, what a twist! I hope that's the most true.
So I think we did a decent job. So that was this week's episode where Picard recapped Star Wars to me. I think you did good, kid.
There's so much stuff. If we ever review, like, Lord of the Rings, I'm gonna have to, like...
That's gonna be a 2-parter.
That's gonna be a something. That's gonna be...
That'll happen eventually.
No, you know what? I think it'll be easier because that'll be... There is, like, so much little stuff that kind of happens.
That doesn't matter.
That only has, like, very certain plot points. Like, you don't need to know that... you don't need to know right off the bat that Gollum is following the group into Moria, and then...
Yeah, I will need you to detail the bed scene.
What bed scene?
Where, like, Frodo's in bed, and he's like, God, no!
Gandalf, Gimli, Aragorn, Elf guy.
I want you to make a 3D model just for me and explain it.
I will get some theater friends together and we will reenact this. Oh my god.
Okay, so.
But yeah, no, guys, that's basically
been our episode.
That's basically Star Wars
in a nutshell.
In the nuttest of shells.
Good job, Picard.
Thank you. So,
come back next time where I explain a topic to Picard.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't know whether I should be, like, incredibly excited or incredibly, like, afraid. She's into anime more than I am, so...
But will it start with an anime? Who knows?
We don't know. We basically try and go into these blind so we can have genuine reactions. But yeah, so... That was Idiots Explained.
Hope you enjoyed it.
This idiot explained to that idiot.
And we hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
I need to go take a nap. Alright. See you next time, guys. Bye!
Bye!